Hello, my brothers and sisters. I hope and pray all of you are doing well. Forgive me for my voice. I know I sound a little raspy. It's because I'm getting over this little bit of a sore throat. So just bear with me. I just wanted to finish up with telling you all some of my dreams that I've been having. And I just was eager to share this. So I had this dream. It was definitely one of my main dreams that I've ever had ever in my whole life. And I'm so thankful for it. I had this dream in May of 2015. So just last month, very recent. And so I'll just go ahead and explain here. Now, I was with my aunt and we were in this house. And it's the same aunt that I've been having dreams about. And it's interesting because she's been in a lot of my dreams lately. I feel like the Lord's just telling me, that I need to continue to reach out to my family. And I definitely have been doing so, and I need to continue. But she was in my dream again, and we were just talking. And I remember I was telling her about the dreams that I've been having, And it's interesting. I was telling her about my dreams in my dream. And so we were just talking, and I remember next thing you know, I was telling her, you need to get out of California. You need to leave California, get out of here. And it was really random, but I remember telling her that in my dream. And the next thing you know, we go outside to the backyard of this house, and it's nighttime. And I remember, in some of the houses in California, they're kind of up on a hill. And I remember going out, toward the backyard, toward this gate of this little hill, and looking outside, and it's so beautiful. And then I remember there was a huge earthquake just all of a sudden, and it was just big. It was a really big, shaky earthquake. And then as I was in the middle of that earthquake, I looked toward my, upper left, and I seen a full moon, and it seemed like it was really close. And then it started as I was looking at it, it was literally moving. It was moving toward my left. It was drifting out of sight. And then as soon as that happened, I looked toward my right, and I seen the fourth blood moon, the one that's supposed to be on September 28th. It was really close up. I was able to see it so perfectly. It was just really bold and red. I was like, oh my goodness, wow. And then I seen lots of red fog around it, and I was just like, oh my goodness. And I remember seeing a huge comet. It was on fire, and it was heading toward Earth. And it was just kind of slow motion, but then it just started going. And then as soon as it would have hit Earth, the whole scene of my dream changed. And I remember looking toward the opposite direction. It was a beautiful day. The sun was shining. There was green grass, trees. And I remember standing with my aunt, and there was somebody starting to walk toward us. And this person was dressed, and it looked just like the Lord. I mean, he was dressed all in white, and he had the red thing kind of wrapped all around him. So I was like, this is definitely the Lord. This looks like the Lord. And he was just walking toward us. And I remember as soon as he came and walked right up to us, he took off his hood. And then I remember we were talking, he had light glowing from his face. It was just so exciting to see this in my dream because I can't believe it, And I remember I remember looking at him, and he looked so light because all the light was literally radiating through his skin, he was glowing. And I remember looking at his nose and his high cheekbones, and he just looked so flawless and perfect. And he is. And I remember like seeing like a little gnat that went onto like the top right of his high cheekbone, like right underneath his eye. And I remember like trying to brush it off politely, and normally I wouldn't do that, to anybody unless they're like my child or, close relative or friend or something, But I felt very comfortable with doing that to him. Like, I felt like it was okay. And I remember him referencing about that too. He said, I remember about being on earth and referencing about being on earth with gnat, like a gnat. Like, I remember this about being on earth or something. I can't quite remember, but it was something like that. Like, I remember about being on earth, with these, or I don't know exactly the words, but that's how and I was like, maybe the Lord put that in my dream just to really, for me to remember and to confirm that it was him, about being on earth. And because I was thinking, what if it was an angel? What if, what if it was an angel or something, But I was like, no, it definitely was the Lord. And next thing you know, I remember him holding mine and my aunt's hand. So he was like in the middle and my aunt was to my left. And it was just us, we were holding hands. And then he was speaking to us and he was saying something. And I don't remember everything that was said, but I remember him letting my aunt's hand go. And then he was just holding on to my hands. And then he was saying something. And then I remember the last thing he said was, especially you. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, oh wow, especially you. That's what he told me, especially you. And well, that's what I can remember. And I was a little bit bummed, when I woke up, like, oh, I really wish I would have remembered everything he said. But I'm just so thankful that I got to have a dream about him and he came to me in my dream. And this was definitely a wonderful dream of mine. And I just wanted to share that with you all. And, the way the events happened here, it's pretty amazing. So I did want to share this with you. And I really hope and pray that all of you, if you don't know the Lord, ask the Lord into your life. He loves you so much. And, I really believe that the Lord is coming so soon, everybody. Keep an eye out. Stay awake. Don't be one of those that are sleeping, that think, oh, you know what? I'll follow the Lord eventually, or, because you know what? The Lord is knocking on your door right now. And if you don't open it, if you don't invite him into your heart, you just never know. We're not promised a tomorrow. We're not. And if you do know the Lord, amen. Just make sure to stay close because he is coming very soon.